What's going on, everyone? It's my back again, and this is your match preview. It's Everton against Leicester at Goodison Park, 5:30 kickoff. Everton go into this game with the opportunity to make it, what would it be, 3 or 4 unbeaten? 3 unbeaten. With that draw at Fulham and that win, that home win to Palace the week before. It would be good to get 2 on the trot home victories, wouldn't it? Leicester are coming into this game playing a little bit better. Maddison's still playing quite well. They put in a really good performance against Man City, and you know the quality that Leicester have. You know, they've got pace on the channels, they've got players who can play in the middle, they've got decent defenders. You could possibly comment about the goalkeeper this season, but all in all, Leicester are not a bad side, and probably surprising that they are where they are in the league, albeit that is only a few points away from where we are, and we sit 12th in the league. So Everton need to be disciplined in this game and control the midfield, which is difficult. They've got players like Tielemans and Maddison who can get that ball and pop it off nicely, shoot from anywhere pretty much. Have got, you know, real striking ability. We saw Tielemans rattle the crossbar, and we know that James Maddison can score bangers. So tough game, but Everton go into this in confidence. We've got the 4th best defensive record in the league. We've kept a good number of clean sheets. We went away at Fulham and got a clean sheet at a place that notoriously for away teams have conceded goals. So that was a real positive. And, you know, I just truly believe that this is a different Everton side. You know, one of the comments that was made about set pieces and things in the press conference today, and albeit the question was a little bit wrong and the answer was a little bit funny and off by Lampard, but the point was, we are not conceding as many goals as we was last season, but we are receiving those shots. So how are we managing them? Well, Pickford saving 80% of the shots that he's facing, and it also does come down to the quality of the shot, which Lampard alluded to, because, you know, you're seeing shots that are not clean. They're being having to take in difficult situations, difficult circumstances with players around the ball, because they're not getting through the forward. So then it's not like a one-on-one, it's not like a gilt edge opportunity, and we don't concede many like that. So Everton will be confident, just being progressive with the ball and being able to defend what Leicester have got. And if they're shooting from outside the box, then it's going to take a wonder goal. Leicester have got the quality to do that, but you know, you want to see Everton be as aggressive as there was against Palace. And, you know, this is a side that does need to score more goals, and it can be a little bit of a gauntlet laid down to them, really, in these home games, because, you know, Calvert-Lewin, I mentioned he's not going to be getting in the England squad. Well, he won't be. And to be honest, should he? When you've got players like Ivan Toney playing really well and Callum Wilson? Probably not. So what he does need to do, though, is just keep going, keep pushing, and give himself that every opportunity to the end of the season. He's got to the end of this little break. He's got 3 games to do it. And that means he's got to score goals against teams like Leicester, like Fulham last week. And he needs to convert those chances. And look, I don't necessarily have anything against DCL. I think if you give the ball to him enough, he scores a good amount of goals. So this is what we need to focus on. We need to focus on getting that ball into the box, being creative. We need to use the legs of Onana in the middle of the park to carry the ball. We need Gordon or Gray or McNeil or whoever starts to be able to produce a little bit more, i.e. whether it be crosses, whether it be goals. We need to see a little bit more. Idrissa Gana Gueye has got to be steady and strong in the middle, winning that ball, being creative if he needs to, carrying that ball, because he's got that in the locker. And then obviously we already know about Iwobi, who's been absolutely sensational this season for Everton. So you talk about the midfield, that's where this game will be won. It'll be won in midfield, comparing essentially Leicester's midfield against Everton's, and whoever wins that, I think, wins this game of football. I think it is truly that clear cut. I think Mykolenko had a better game against Fulham. I really feel like he's been so harshly criticised for not being able to go forward, yet he's part of a team that is defending fantastically. Nathan Patterson walked straight back into this side for me, because I have felt like we've missed his attacking impetus. So it'd be great to have him in. So Coleman will drop out for me. And then obviously, you know, the 2 centre-halves, Cody and Tarkowski, and they will be as solid as ever. I do make a change, and I do make that change in the wing position, and I do drop Gordon. I said it 2 weeks ago that he needed a good game, and he had one against Palace. It was fantastic. But last week I saw the old Gordon, who wasn't great. The end product at times is poor. His decision making to get into space is poor. And this isn't just me criticising him. He's a young man. So whether that comes, or whether he's overhyped, or whatever, wherever he is in his career, it's just something Everton have got to be mindful of against an experienced Leicester side who, let's be honest, are battling for every point that they're getting. And I just think, I'm not saying he's a significantly better player, because I'm not. I don't think he is. But I do think this is the sort of game where McNeil can start, and he's just got a little bit more Premier League experience, and he might well just have a little bit more guile in this game, a little bit more cleverness. Creatively wise, I think both players are along the same lines. I don't think either are great. But I just think that experience, that little bit more... I would argue that Gordon is more of a headless chicken. He runs down more blind alleys than McNeil. I'm not saying McNeil doesn't do it. I'm just saying Gordon does it more. And I think in this game, when there is going to be the opportunity, this is a team that have conceded goals. I think there's 23 goals they've conceded this season. This is a game where you get the ball into the box and you let Lewin run onto it. You get Onana to follow up. You get Iwobi on the edge of the box. You know, you get Damari Gray coming in. You get the overlaps from Mikalenko and Patterson. This is a game where we can create chances, we will score goals, we just have to be solid, and we will. I think Everton win this game. You know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm sitting in the paddock, so I'll see you. If you are going to the game and you want to come over and say hello, I will be there. And yeah, all in all, I am positive. I truly think we'll get a win, and we need it. You know, we need it, because if we can just keep churning these results, you know, I think we're currently sitting on 14 points. You know, if we could go into the World Cup being in a position where we've got, I don't know, 17 or 18 points, then I think Everton will feel comfortable having played, I think it would be 15 games in the Premier League, having a points tally of 18 points, probably knowing they're not going to be in a relegation battle. And that's the most important thing. You know, I'm not expecting us to finish sixth or compete for Europe, and I'm not expecting us to stay this defensively brilliant all season. I'm expecting a few more goals. But what I want to see is Everton go into these games not feeling like we're going to lose. And this season, I don't feel like we're going to lose any game. We're going into every game with a little bit of confidence. And you know, I truly think that Everton will win this game. I'm going to go 2-0. I'm going to go 2-0. I think the goal scorers will be Lewin, and I think Damari Gray is going to get one. I really do. So, yeah, look, guys, we will see. Keep smiling. As I say, I will be at the ground. I had some bad news on the house this week, so I've been a bit all over the place. We need to get a deed of variation. I don't fully know the extent of it, but I think it's quite costly, which is frustrating, but we need to get one if we want to move house. So I think we've gone from me thinking we were going to be moving before Christmas, like well before Christmas, like the middle of this month, to probably like January. So it's a bit shit, to be honest. It hurts a little bit. So look, guys, I'm leaving it there. Keep smiling. Peace.